Okay, so today we'll be starting with the topic of alphabet G. When we talk about alphabet G, we are considering only the small case alphabet. We will not consider capital case alphabet G. Why? Because capital G has got its main vicinity to cover between the upper zone and the lower zone alphabet. It does not have any kind of a middle zone or so. But जब हम small case G की बात करते हैं तो it covers which all zones? It covers middle zone and lower zone of an alphabet, right? What does lower zone indicates about the hard work? Ideally, agar if I talk about zones, so lower zones basically tells us about the hard work potential of an individual to reach his or her ambitions level. That was as per the zones analysis. But there are few alphabets when we come up to these lower zone alphabets like Y, G, J, F, P, Q. These are all the lower zones alphabets. All other alphabets apart from G will cater to hard work and potential of an individual. But only alphabet G is different. I can't answer why, but yes, alphabet G among graphologists is considered to be the only alphabet which caters to your sexual stability, your sexual temperament, and your adherence towards beauty. See, by sexual temperament, I really don't mean that way ki how sexually active the person is. But basically, alphabet G tells us about the temperament, about the behavior, about the projections, what one perform, one portray to the other person in normal dealings, maybe in personal dealings or in professional dealings. It also it also adheres to the praise towards beauty. If a person is a beauty lover, if the person looks at some beautiful painting and if he or she praises that painting, that's again a praise towards beauty. It does not even because in our Indian society, normally by sexual temperament, people are often misunderstood by the fact that the person is maybe fantasized to opposite genders or so. Yes, infatuations and attraction towards opposite gender is also the part of it, but it is not the only part. When we talk about alphabet G's, so we'll be considering about how a person is having a good sense of beauty, and how a person adheres to whenever he or she comes up towards an opposite person, maybe of the same gender or opposite gender, and how you are attracted with what qualities towards the other person. So because this is very important to understand, as in what is the real meaning of when we talk about the person is sexually good or sexually desperate or sexually inactive. So these terms need to be really understood into a very positive way. Okay, so in short, alphabet G tells us about the sexuality zone of a person and the sensuality part also. So sexuality and sensuality, how sensuous you are. Sensuous is also not about provoking others or not portraying a seductive behavior. No, I really mean when I say a sensuality behavior is what kind of vibes or aura are you getting so that you are an attracted personality. Because sometimes नहीं आप एक गैदरिंग में जाते हो तो वहाँ पर आपको कोई एक लेडी एक ब्यूटीफुल साड़ी में ड्रेस्ड मिलती है, बट देन यू आर अट्रैक्टेड टुवर्ड्स हर जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ अ रीजन बिकॉज शी कैन कैरी दैट अमाउंट ऑफ एन ऑरा. Not just wearing any kind of revealing clothes would matter to sexuality or sensuality. It can be highly portrayed whenever you are dressed from top to bottom very ethically, but that totally depends upon your aura, about how you project that projection onto the others. So it's about physical attraction also, and it's all about praise towards beauty. That is the two real meaning of when we talk about small alphabet T. Now we'll be coming up with the different formats of G, and we'll be taking them one by one so as to show ki what kind of G's show. So now, as you know that alphabet G or any alphabet, we do not take care of each and every single alphabet when it comes into a paragraph. We have to look at overall G's. Overall G's means, suppose if there are 20 G's which is coming onto a page, you need to look after the majority. That is called a dominant trait, because there are two kind of analysis. One is dominant analysis and one is a recessive analysis. So whenever we take care of an analysis part, either it can be zones or slant or G's, you have to look after what is a dominant trait which is adhering to one's paragraph. डू नॉट काउंट ऑन कि मैम इसमें 5 ऐसे चीज़ हैं, 6 ऐसे चीज़ हैं, 2 ऐसे हैं. नो, यू हैव टू कवर अप द मेजोरिटी वाला थिंग, बिकॉज टेम्पररी फ्लक्चुएशंस या डिफरेंट फ्लक्चुएशंस विल कम अप विद डिफरेंट जीज. मतलब जैसे अब एक पेज पर हो सकता है आपको 20 में से 15 जीज एक टाइप के मिले, 2 जीज अलग मिले एंड 3 जीज अलग मिले. So you will ignore those 2's and 3G's, because whenever we are writing a page or whenever we are writing a script, हमारा जो brain है उस टाइम पे unconsciously कुछ thoughts run होते हैं. ठीक है, सपोज अब मैं आपकी क्लास ले रही हूँ, तो इस टाइम पे हो सकता है मेरे माइंड में अचानक थॉट आ जाए कि मेरी डॉटर की स्कूल जाना है या मुझे डेंटिस्ट की अपॉइंटमेंट है. तो जैसे ही वो थॉट माइंड में आएगा ना, मेरी राइटिंग में थोड़ा डिफरेंस आ जाएगा. So that difference or that trait, the changes in that trait which caters to those recessive trait. So as a graphologist, we people adhere to the dominant trait of a writing. ये चीज़ आपकी हर एनालिसिस को अप्लाई करता है. ठीक है, whenever you are writing, you have to cater to the dominant traits. Now alphabet G को start करते हैं. Okay. Now whenever we make a simple alphabet G, I just take the screen. Yeah, so is it visible now? Yeah. So whenever we talk about a normal G, it is exactly, see G हम कैसे बनाते हैं. हाँ, just a second. So whenever we write alphabet G, suppose this is the baseline. So then we write it like this. This is a normal way of writing English alphabet small case G. So in the analysis part, we are considered about this elongation and this reversal. We are not considered as an alphabet as a whole, or we are not considered about this part. We are not considered about the formation of this part. We are only considered about this extension and this relaxation and the point where this G meets. Like suppose if you are making G like this, so we are mainly considered about कि this is a baseline, तो आपका ये जो reversal है ये कहाँ तक आ रहा है. If it is coming to the baseline, or if it is cutting from below the baseline, or if it is not cutting, or if it is straight. So these are the different methods of formation of G. Yes, Vidita?
Mom, I can't see your sheet anymore.
अच्छा.
But I can just see the first 2 G. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So these are different kind of G's. This is to the reversals to the baseline. ये वाला G is cutting from the bottom of the line. This G is just with a hook, and this G is just like number 9. So these are the different formats of G we'll be studying, so that we can cover them. Now first case is when the G is basically normal G. Normal G means when it is approximately 3 mm elongations and 3 mm relaxation. See, 3 mm is just a tentative, मतलब मैं आपको एक सिर्फ आइडिया दे रही हूँ, अप्रॉक्सीमेट आइडिया. बट ऐसा नहीं है कि आपको कोई स्केल से मेजर करना है while doing the analysis. You really need to visualize that whether yes this G is looking like a normal G. Normal G. So then if a person writes like this on a dominant level, so the person is having a normal sense of a healthy sense of beauty, a normal, or you can say a healthy sexual preview. So a healthy sexual preview is when, again I have made you understand what do I mean when I say a healthy sexual preview. That a person has got good sense towards beauty, the person possesses a good amount of sexual temperament onto others and all, and enjoying a good sex life. So that's catered to a normal or a healthy sexual preview, respecting his or her partner, respecting the feelings of the others. Suppose if in case of any physical relationships. So that's a normal G. Now second one is this elongated G. इसका नाम होता है, this is an elongated G. Elongated G means, as you can see, the lower extensions and hence the reversals are really high. And sometimes it can cross the other line. Like अगर suppose एक ये बेस लाइन है और एक नीचे भी लाइन है, तो ये उस लाइन को भी कई बार कवर कर जाता है. मतलब दिस लुक्स अगली. एट टाइम्स आप पूरे पेज पर आपको सिर्फ वही नज़र आता है. मतलब आपको कई बार लगेगा कि आई कैन ओनली सी जीज ही डोमिनेंट हो रहे हैं या जीज ही दिख रहे हैं. सो दैट इज कॉल्ड इलोंगेटेड जीज. दिस समटाइम्स लुक लाइक एन अगली जी. So in this case, the person is a sexually desperate individual. All right. Now, what do I mean by a desperate thing? I do not really mean that every person who will be having this kind of elongated G is a rapist. No, I really don't want to say that. But yes, the person who have this has got something extra than a normal individual. Like जैसे आपने कई बार एक पार्टी में देखा होगा, आप कहीं गए हो, वहाँ पर आपको कोई मिले and he started praising say your dress, then your hair, then your eyes. So that looks sometimes uncomfortable. हो सकता है उसकी कोई intention ना हो या but then आपको कुछ uncomfortable feeling आती है ऐसे individuals के साथ. उनका कई बार कोई motive नहीं होता. They always don't wanted to build up any kind of relationship with you, but वो आपको कहीं ना कहीं embarrass करते हैं and आपको अनकंफर्टेबल सा फील आएगा. आपको ना जैसे दिस इज कॉल्ड अ फीमेल सेंस कि एट टाइम्स आप कभी किसी मेल से मिलते हो एंड बीइंग अ फीमेल अगर हमें अनकंफर्टेबल लगता है उनकी प्रेजेंस में, तो दैट इज सेक्सुअल डेस्परेटनेस व्हाट अदर पर्सन इज प्रोजेक्टिंग अपॉन यू. हाँ, तो इसको बोलते हैं. एंड अगर मैं रिलेशनशिप्स की बात करूँ, सपोज इन अ मैरिटल रिलेशनशिप और इन एनी काइंड ऑफ relationships, if this G belongs to one of the partner, so then the person has got a high sexual desires. तो है ना, so that ways. and अब वो टोटली डिपेंड होता है इस बात पर कि जो दूसरा पार्टनर है उसकी जीज कैसे हैं, हाउ वेल द अदर पार्टनर इज एक्सेप्टिंग दिस काइंड ऑफ डेस्परेटनेस और नॉट. So whenever these matrimonial counselings, we came across these matrimonial counselings or some of the divorce cases, तो वहाँ पर कई बार जीज प्लेज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट बिकॉज हैविंग अ गुड सेक्स लाइफ इज़ अ बेसिक नेसेसिटी ऑफ अ गुड मैरिड लाइफ. तो एट टाइम्स क्या होता है कि अगर पार्टनर्स का जीज का टेम्परामेंट मैच नहीं होता तो देन इन दैट केस प्रॉब्लम्स आ सकती है. सो even the partners need counselings and these discrepancies could reach up to a level of divorce also. So for a good marital life, G's really need to be taken care of. Now next one is suppressed G. Okay, see, this one is suppressed G when you have a very small elongations and relaxations. We are not considered about the size of this upper circle, but we are considered about this. So this is called suppressed G. Suppressed G is again when you have suppressed desires. Suppose अब इसका एग्जाम्पल देती हूँ. जैसे अब कई बार क्या होता है कि if a person is more religiously oriented, हाँ, so like religiously oriented means कि suppose if a person has got a temperament कि उसके घर में ही एक environment है कि the person has to go to the temple every day and वो पूजा and और वो सब, तो वो एक घर में एक टैबू बना दिया जाता है कि यहाँ पर अगर हम कुछ भी if husband and wife are sitting together, they are not allowed. So in some of the conservative families and all, so at times if an individual has got these suppressed desires, so उसको वो enjoyment या उसको वो एक correct infatuations feel ही नहीं होती. हाँ, so in that case the person may suffer and the person marital life can be suffered. So that is a case of suppressed G. Yep. Just a second. Okay. So next G is basically this kind of G, which is a numeric G. Whenever I say about numeric Gs, I really mean to show that the alphabet G looks like number 9. Huh? In that case, the person is adhering towards the manipulative and the mathematical traits majorly creep in. The person tends to be very calculative when it comes to sexual fantasies. I really mean to say that the person will calculate. He see, the kind of give and take wala behavior when it comes to these sexual things. So, if a person is making these kind of numerical G's like number 9, the person has got more of a technical trait, more of an orientation towards manipulations and diplomacy rather than enjoying your own sexual life. Hmm? So, that is all about mathematical traits. Now, next one is a hooked G. Whenever a person is making a hook in the G, whenever if a person is making वो G की elongation line is long but it is not completing to the reversal to the baseline, so that's called a hooked G. So as hook by the word suggests, this person is a kind of a person who can initiate a sexual activity, but will not be able to complete due to any kind of say medical issues or any kind of maybe some tensions or any kind of temporary maybe feels or so anything due to any reason, but the person can initiate. It's not like a suppressed D when a person doesn't have a desire, but इस वाले केस में क्या होता है कि if the person can initiate the sexual acts and all, but he or she is not able to complete, hence they are not enjoying that particular relationships and hence blaming the partner for the same, because we often do not blame anyone. In graphology we have learned so far that we alone are responsible for our own behaviors. So suppose if you are the owner of these kind of G's and also, you really need to understand that yes, you are responsible for your behavior and you need counseling or you need some therapies in order to correct your sexual temperament. Now next one is, this is an angular G. So angular G is a G wherein your lower loops are into the form of a triangles. Triangles होता है and you can see these kind of edges sometimes at the reversal end or at the elongation end. Your alphabet will look like an angular G. So this kind of a person will possess a wild sexual desires. See, sometimes you come across some kind of a people, or like those cases sometimes when we came across some kind of a brutal rape or anything. So those kind of a people have got both type of G's. These rapists will have this elongated G's as well, and along with the elongated G's, these people often have these angular G's when they commit such brutal crimes. So this G is really dangerous, and it is an advice कि whenever you came across this kind of G, maybe in a male or in any female. See, we can not always blame males, for the same. But sometimes females also do have these kind of G's, and they really wish to have some wild methods of performing sexual activities. So then, what is the fault of that male, right? So we really need to take care कि अगर हमें किसी की भी writing में this kind of G's, especially G's में मिलता है, तो we need to counsel. We really need to कई बार teenagers में काफ़ी आ जाता है after seeing some kind of say internet or any kind of movies or so they came across such kind of behavior during their teenage. So we really need to counsel them. We need to show them the correct method or the correct counseling from some sexologist or so. Vidita, any question अभी so far? ठीक है, okay. So this was angular G, and the most dangerous G one can have when coupled with some any other kind of a G. Maybe suppose suppressed desires. अगर suppose किसी individual का suppressed G है and along with elongated G, like आपको दोनों 50-50% मिल रहा है, तब भी dangerous है, because the person is often having a suppressed desire, and whenever there is a sexual outburst, he can perform those activities into a very negative or an angular way. That's pretty dangerous. So it is our moral duty that this kind of education in the field of correct sex or so, we really need to impart among our teenagers and among our kids, to make them understand the correct meaning of relationships. Because any kind of infatuations you can easily see when you are into your teens, or whenever you are there to achieve your puberty levels. So it is very much important that we should impart correct education to our kids and fellow beings, to make this world a better place. Huh? So this is an angular G. Okay, yes. Now next one is this inflated G. This kind of inflated G, whenever a person has got a big loop at a lower end, and his or her lower reversals are blotted. There is a kind of a balloon, shape in the lower zone. That's called inflated G's. So inflated G's, basically this again, unlike this numerical G, this portrays a money bag. मतलब इसको हम money bags का G बोलते हैं. Like the person is highly money minded, or on the other hand the person really knows how to make money, the person knows how to assemble, how to save money. That is why their money are accumulated in the form of a bag. So that is why this kind of a G often termed among graphologists as money bags, as an inflated G. And yes, again, the person will not be adhering more towards the sexual things or anything. The person is only involved or only busy in mending, saving, accumulating money. मतलब that person only enjoys that. उसका जो enjoyment का level है, जैसे कई लोगों की तरफ ना उनका एक work, उनका passion होता है. Like sometimes those are the people who really wanted to make money just because उनकी fulfillments पूरी हो रही हैं, their basic necessities are over, but then they have, उनको पता भी नहीं है उनको इतने पैसे का क्या करना है ना. Maybe they are saving them for their generations, or they have all the luxuries in their life, everything. But sometimes the people has got that amount of a passion कि they will accumulate money, bags भरते रहते हैं. तो that is this money bags. अब इसका ये मतलब नहीं है कि अगर इफ़ यू रियली विश टू अर्न बहुत सारा मनी अपनी लाइफ में, तो आप अपने जीज को ऐसा बनाओगे. नो, this actually comes from within, and this actually depends on all other parameters also. Just by changing the G's and all, if you are not at all hardworking or so, then you can't make up money. So आपको अपने बाकी के parameters और traits भी देखने पड़ते हैं. So this is only the empirical method what I am teaching abhi, since we are covering just one chapter of G. So this is an empirical analysis what we are covering. We are, because we people are modern day graphologists, and we really need to take care of many kinds of traits in order to give a complete analysis or graphotherapy in the case of a client's reach. So money bags is clear. And now the next one, and hopefully the last one. Just let me check. Wait a second. Yeah, incomplete G's is done. Yeah, Greek G's. Greek G's per hour. So see, Greek G's is whenever we make G like this. Actually now this is a G which we really don't know कि where it has been originated from. इसका कोई origination पूरे world में किसी को idea नहीं है. This actually is a kind of a tempting G जो एक दूसरे से referral से आगे पहुँच जाए. मतलब Greek G is a very dangerous kind of a G, and सुनने like normally this has been come up from एक individual ने बनाया, उसको अच्छा लगा, because any kind of a negative thing is really attractive. आप भी अगर 2 बार ये वाला G बनाना शुरू करोगे तो आपको बड़ा फैंसी दिखेगा. And this is not a part of calligraphy also, since I am a calligraphist also. So it's been over 20 years I've been practicing calligraphy also and graphology also. But this kind of a G is not the part of calligraphy scripts also. I know around 82 to 95 scripts of calligraphy, but this G does not belong to any of the calligraphic G. But this is a Greek G's. Graphologist ने इसको name किया है as an Greek G. सो ये इसका ओरिजिनेशन कुछ नहीं पता, ये रोमन कर्सिव का पार्ट नहीं है, ये किसी भी इंग्लिश हैंड राइटिंग का पार्ट नहीं है, बट जो भी सस्पेक्ट्स होते हैं, सस्पेक्ट्स मतलब सी जैसे एक वो होता है ना कि वॉट एवर यू आर सीकिंग इज सीकिंग यू, है ना, इज अ काइंड ऑफ अ प्रोवर्ब। तो सिमिलर यहाँ पर है, लाइक सपोज अगर आपके अनकॉन्शियस माइंड में कहीं ना कहीं एक पर्टिकुलर ट्रेट रहता है, सो दैट काइंड ऑफ अ नेगेटिव ट्रेट विल रीच यू ऑटोमेटिकली। मतलब जैसे अगर कभी होता है कि सपोज मुझे नाइट आउट्स पर जाना है, ठीक है, एंड माई फैमिली डज नॉट अलाउ मी, बट मेरा मन है कि मुझे नाइट आउट्स पर जाना है, तो समटाइम्स क्या होगा, आपको ऐसे सिचुएशंस बन जाएंगे या आपको ऐसे फ्रेंड्स मिल जाएंगे, आपको ऐसे सिचुएशन मिल जाएगी कि जहाँ पर यू विल गो टू अ नाइट आउट। सो दैट इज द सेम थिंग विद हियर। लाइक अगर आपका, जैसे मैं अभी इसका ट्रेट आपको बताती हूँ, नॉर्मली जो ग्रीक जीज होते हैं, these are the people who tends to make you attract towards yourself and then they will make it addictive, हाँ, मतलब I should not name anything or anyone, but it's a kind of an addictive G, and when it comes to a personality, these kind of G holders will make you addictive about you, okay? You will be really wanting him or her, every day with you, or say every night with you. So these G's are really a hampering. Like कुछ ये भी सुनने में आया था पीछे कि this is a kind of a biological wars. जैसे biological wars क्या होती है, war, हाँ, कि at time से क्या होता है कि कई बार due to some war like conditions and all, because this is a very strong tool, huh? There are some of the strong tools what different countries are using for their wars purpose, or for the biological wars. So this G, if incorporated into any society, be it India or any other society, so this can harm our teenage minds, wherein you will be involved in multi relationships, huh? And you will be addictive towards it. So there are lots of problems or medical issues, like medical conditions like AIDS or so we really need to take care of this G's. So you can write that this is an addictive G, when you will be habitual of that person, and in the terms of physical relationships, and it can really spoil your mental peace, and it can spoil your healthy sexual preview. So it is advisable not to adhere to these kind of G's anymore, and if you came across this G, just try to eliminate it from your near ones at least, so that it should not pass on. It's just like having a COVID. हम लोगों ने कोविड वाला एरा सब लोगों ने देखा है, तो उस टाइम पर यही था ना कि लाइक सपोज इफ यू आर समहाउ कैच्ड अप विद दैट कोरोना वायरस, सो इट्स बेटर टू बी क्वारंटाइंड, राइट? आप अपने से ख़त्म करो उसको, नॉट टू स्प्रेड इट फॉरवर्ड। तभी हमने उस वाले एरा को देखा ना। तो सिमिलर यहाँ पर है, इफ़ यू कम अक्रॉस एनी काइंड ऑफ रॉन्ग ट्रेट्स, समथिंग लाइक मे बी ग्रीक जीज तो सबसे ज़्यादा है, एंगुलर जीज भी होता है। तो अगर अब आपको नॉलेज है, सिंस यू हैव गॉट दिस नॉलेज नाउ आफ्टर लर्निंग ग्राफोलॉजी और सो, तो थोड़ा सोसाइटी को ठीक करो यार। मतलब व्हाट्स अ बिग डील अगर आप किसी को, एंड ठीक भी करने की बजाय आप अपने से आगे ही मत जाने दो ना। मतलब ट्राई टू एलिमिनेट इट फ्रॉम योर राइटिंग ओनली, कि कोई आपकी राइटिंग में देखकर उसे फैंटेसाइज ना हो, एंड इट विल नॉट स्प्रेड ऑन फर्दर। सो दैट इज the best role what we can play as a graphologist, because we are the people who are promoting handwritings in this era, है ना, in this world of say ChatGPT or artificial intelligence. This is really our role as a graphologist to promote the benefits of the handwriting, because if by promotion of these kind of traits and all, if you can save a life of maybe one girl or one boy from getting corrupted, so then I guess it's worth it. So just a second. So that is it for graphology part of G analysis for today. For many other analysis, just stay tuned to my other videos over here. Please like and subscribe my channel, and if in case you wish to learn the complete graphology or any kind of counselings or so, you are most welcome. Thank you so much.